Hi everyone, how are you my dear children? Hope you all are safe and fine. So coming back to the studies, we will discuss today domestic electric circuit. Okay, in last lecture we have discussed DC motor, DC generator. Hope you people have understood, because once AC generator is clear, then DC generator is much more easy. Okay, so we start with domestic electric circuit. Just read it as a story, then you will not feel bored. Okay, so we have discussed already how we are using AC generator to generate electricity, children. That means what we are doing, we are changing mechanical energy. That means we are converting mechanical energy into electrical energy. Okay, and this generation happens at power station. Okay, or you can say power plant, anything you can take. So it generates actually electricity at 11 kilovolt. At 11 kilovolt at power station. Okay, and then this 11 kilovolt is supplied to your grid substation, main power station, from main power station to grid substation. Here at grid substation, what we will do, we will step up. Since it is 11 kilovolt, we will step up to 132 kilovolt. Okay, using what? Using step up transformer. Using step up transformer. This thing you will study in class 12th. Very easy, depends on principle is based on mutual induction. Okay. Okay. Then see, we are stepping up from 11 generates at 11 kilovolt. Then we are stepping up at your grid substation to 132 kilovolt. But what is the need? Why we are doing this? You know, to carry more energy, what we have to do? Power is equal to V and I. This thing you know. To carry more energy, either we have to use more voltage, less current, or more current, less voltage. How it is? Let us 500 watt power we want to carry. Then what we must do? Suppose 500. Clear, children? 500 means I can use 500 volt. Okay, and 1 ampere. Hope I am not making you bore. Or same 500 watt we can use 1 volt with 500 ampere. Both the condition is satisfied. Either we can carry 500 voltage supply with 1 ampere current, or we can carry 1 voltage supply with 500 ampere current. But what we prefer? We prefer this first option, children. We prefer high voltage and low current for power transmission. Why we prefer this condition? You know, electricity gets transferred. That means your current gets transferred using transmission wire, children. If wire carries more current, like here 500 ampere current, if wire carries more current, then what will happen? Energy will get lost. Energy will get lost throughout its journey, on its way, as heat, children. I think you people have understood that concept also. We have discussed Joule's law of heating. So as Joule's law of heating, H is equal to, you know, I square RT. Okay, if current is more, then more heat will produce. So if you are carrying more, if you are using this more current, if you are transmitting our power transmission is done with more current, that means more current means more heat will produce. That means more energy will get waste. So to avoid that, what we will do, we don't want to lose energy, children. So we will use high voltage and low current using step-up transformer. Hope I am clear why we are using step-up transformer. In detail, we are going to study in class 12, children. I want to just give a little bit of idea so that it will not be boring for you. It should not be you are just doing the mugging up and vomiting in the exam hall. Don't do it. It will be too much for you people. Okay. Then from grid substation, at main substation, what we will do? We will use step down. Here it is grid substation. Then at main substation, we will step down from 132 to 33 kilovolt. This is step down. As you can see, we have decreased the voltage. Clear? So at main substation, we will use step down transformer from 132 kilovolt to 33 kilovolt. And these 33 kilovolt can be directly supplied to all the big industries. They need this high voltage supply. Clear, children? Okay. And then for smaller industries, what we will do? We will again step down. At intermediate substation, again we will step down to 11 kilovolt. This is for all the small scale industries. Okay. Then for our domestic supply, what we will do? We will at city substation, what we will do? Again 11 kilovolt is step down to 220 volt. In India it is 220 volt. Okay. Hope I am clear. First generates a power plant at 11 kilovolt, then step down at 132 in the grid substation. Then in the main substation, it will again step down to 33 kilovolt. Okay. Intermediate substation, again it will step down to 11 kilovolt, and finally in city substations, at city substation it will step down again to 220 volt. So this is step up, then step down. Clear, children? And why we are using this, we have also now just discussed. Clear? Then again for this supply, 220 volt supply, we will use three type of wires, children. And to our houses, actually these wires are connected from the substation to our houses through poles also. Every house, in front of every house, there will be poles. Okay, children? And the wires will be connected to poles. Then from poles, we will get the cable wires. It is again connected to our homes or houses, you can say. So there, those overhead cables, it consists of three types of wires, children. Okay? Let me erase this. So those three type of wires are live wire. One is live wire and second is neutral. All these are wire. And third is earth. Okay? Earth or ground. Earth or ground wire, children. This live wire is actually positive wire, you can say, and neutral is your negative wire. And this earthing is for our protection actually, and this is to complete the circuit. This thing in detail we are going to discuss, but little bit later. Okay. So this live wire is connected to a fuse called company fuse, or you can say pole fuse. Okay. Why it is connected to pole fuse? If for any reason there will be sudden increase in current, then what will happen? That high amount of current should not be supplied to our houses. Otherwise, our appliances will get burned or house will be on fire. Some accident will happen. To avoid that, this for any reason, if by mistake the sudden increase of current happens, then at pole that fuse will be connected. So immediately that fuse is actually a safety device. So it is having the wire having certain amount of melting point. That means it has a certain ratings. There we are going to discuss again later. So if it is the current amount is going beyond the limit, suppose 50 ampere. So if it is going 50 ampere, beyond 50 ampere, that wire will get melted. That means it is disconnecting the supply from our houses, so that we can protect ourselves from any untoward accidents. Hope I am clear. So live wire is connected to fuse called company fuse or pole fuse. Okay, and then again it is connected to energy meter. I think everybody has seen meter. Okay, energy meter or you can say kilowatt hour. I have already told electricity bill in terms of kilowatt hour only. Okay, so this your first live wire is connected to your pole fuse, then it is connected to your energy meter, and here there will be local earthing. Earthing means it is connected to the ground. Okay, that also we are going to discuss in little. So then what will happen? This live wire is connected to main fuse. So here both live and neutral wire are connected to the main switch, children. Everybody I think heard of this fuse, main switch, main supply, all those things. So main switch. This main switch is actually a double pole switch. Double pole switch. Main switch is a double pole switch. Okay. And new name for this double pole switch is ELCB, children. Let me erase this. Your double pole switch is actually nowadays it is ELCB. What is this ELCB? This is earth leakage circuit breaker. Okay, and why it is connected? Why both live and neutral are connected to this? Because you can tell, live wire carries your supply, neutral only at 0 volt. Then what is the use? Why you were connecting this through the main switch? Actually, both and this live and neutral wire has to be cut off. It is when this main switch, this main switch. So it has to be, suppose this is your live wire and this is your neutral wire. Here it has to be cut off, children. Suppose why we are doing this? Suppose for any reason, suppose out like at pole, there is some fault. So if by mistake this live and neutral wire get connected, what will happen? Now this neutral wire also carries that 220 volt supply, children. Okay, if it is not separated over here, if by mistake, because you know ki neutral wire carries 0 volt. So if by mistake you are touching this neutral wire, then accident will happen. Then you are going to get shock, or maybe person will die also, children. So for that reason, then it is this double pole switch, or you can say ELCB, both neutral and live wire are connected. Okay? Okay. Then from there it is connected to distribution board. Distribution board means it is again for different rooms for your houses. Okay? And this from main switch to distribution board through MCB, children. Through MCB. What is this MCB? It is miniature circuit board. Circuit breaker, sorry. What is MCB? I think you all know all those things. Still I am telling you. ELCB is earth leakage circuit breaker. Okay, MCB is miniature. I am not going into the detail, children, because it will be too much for you people. Miniature circuit breaker. Hope I am clear with this. How from power station we have discussed till our rooms, how it is getting connected and what is happening exactly. Now let us discuss in detail about all the three wires: live, neutral and earth wire. Okay. So in your houses you have seen the sockets where you are inserting your plugs. There will be big hole, then two small holes. Okay children, through this hole your live wire is connected. Here live wire, this is your live wire, very hot wire you can say. Okay, this is positive wire, it carries 220 volt. Clear children? Okay, and this is your neutral wire. This is your neutral wire. This is red in color and this is black in color, and it is at 0 volt. Okay, actually what happens now, current enters through this live wire. Okay, so you might have now pondering why, if current is entering through this wire, then what is the need of this neutral wire? What will happen? See children, suppose a bulb is connected through a switch, battery is there. Okay, now we have connected the battery source to this bulb. Will the bulb will glow? No. To complete the circuit, we need the second half. This is your thing, neutral wire. So current is entering through the live wire and current is coming out. Current is coming out through the neutral wire. It is completing your circuit children. Hope I am clear with this. Actually with the new international convention, previously it was live wire is red and neutral is black and earthing is for green. But as per the new convention, international convention, the live wire now brown color coated insulated coated wire, and the neutral is your light blue color and earthing is green, or you can say yellow insulations cover. Okay. Okay. So now it is 220 volt and it is at 0 volt. Okay. So what is the potential difference between these two now? So potential difference will be 220 volt. Clear children? Okay. Now suppose insulation is broken by mistake. So for any reason, if there is any fault, like this insulation is broken now, and if you are touching the black wire, the neutral wire which is at 0 volt, then what is going to happen? Let us see. So this is your circuit. Okay. So here live wire is connected. So this is your neutral wire and this is your live wire. Suppose by any means your insulation, there is problem in insulation, and you are standing, this is your ground. Okay. So by any means you have touched this neutral. So this is at 0 volt children. Clear? And ground also 0 volt. Clear? As you can see, there is no potential difference children. There is no potential difference. That means no current will flow. That means you are not going to get shock. But if you touch the live wire, it is at 220 volt children, live wire. If you touch the live wire, now 0 volt, 220 volt. See the potential difference. PD is now 220 volt. So heavy current will flow and you are going to get shock. You means it can be anybody, not exactly you. Any user. I am talking about any user. Then person will get heavy shock. Okay. I think I am clear. Because current will flow through this person now, because there is a potential difference of 220 volt. Hope I am clear with this. But very important children, if you are not getting shock, that doesn't mean you will touch neutral pair. Okay, so please don't try all those things at home. Don't play around with electrical switches and all the connections. Okay, please don't do this. If by any means there is fault, then you are gone. So don't try all those things at home. Clear? Hope I am clear with this. Then you can also think, if now all the connections, all the 0 volt, 220 volt, everything is clear, then what is the use of this third pin of the plug? What is this hole is doing over here? Okay, let us discuss now that also. Suppose by any means in your houses so many appliances are there, like suppose fridge, microwave, AC. Okay, those appliances runs on high voltage. Okay, suppose you take microwave. If it is having some fault in connection, I am now discussing what is the use of the third pin. Clear children? Suppose an appliance like your microwave has some fault. That means in live wire there is this insulation was out. So it was now open. Okay, and you know microwave is a metal body. So this wire is now, this open wire now is connected, no covering, no plastic covering, open wire now is getting connected to this. When switch it on, what will happen? Current will flow. Now it is connected to your metal body. That means this microwave also, current will flow through this metal body also, through the microwave. Then if accidentally, all these are accident children, if accidentally you are touching your microwave, then again accident is going to happen. You are going to get shock. Okay. So to avoid this, because electricity is going to flow through us, because we have touched this and current is flowing through this. Clear? So third pin is actually green wire children. This is your for earthing, or you can say ground. This is green wire. Okay. So this third pin is, that means, so this somewhere your house, so this is your ground, this wire will be get connected over here. So it is also at 0 volt. Clear children? So current will flow when, if there is some insulation is broken over here, then when you are doing your, if it is switched on, then what will happen? Now the current will not flow through this. Current will directly flow through this green wire now. So current will flow through the green wire, as it has got very low resistance, instead of flowing through us. Clear? That means it is saving us children. So if there is any leakage, to save the user, this earthing is, this green wire is getting connected. Clear? I am hoping it is clear now. Then you may ask, if 3 pins are so essential, then like mobile charger, why it has got 2 pins children? Then where is the third pin? Then how we are going to be safe? Children, actually for the mobile charger, that current flow is not heavy. Here current flow is very less. So the plug has no such hazard will happen. Clear? For the heavy appliances, 3 wires are connected, and I have also discussed the purpose of all these 3 connections. Clear? Okay. Now we are moving to the last part of our lecture today. Tell me one thing, anybody is having any idea why that plug has one pin longer than the other two pins? Any idea why the plug, as you can see the plug, see, can you people see the plug now? Can you people see the plug now? Okay, see children, these two pins are small pins, this is your longer pin and it is also thicker in size. Can you people give me the reason why it is longer than these two and why it is thicker? Anybody is having any idea why it is so? Actually, when we are inserting the plug, when we are inserting this plug in your socket, this is a big hole, this small two holes. Okay, when you are inserting the plug in the socket, the ground pin, since it is a longer one, the ground pin is getting inserted first. Okay, to make us safe, it is getting inserted first so that we will be safe. That means it ensures the safety of the user. Hope I am clear with this. While removing the plug also, since it is a longer one, then what will happen? This pin will be the last one to get disconnected, children. So through the whole process, while inserting and while removing, we are now safe. Hope I am clear with this, why the this pin is longer one. Now can you people tell me why it is thicker one? Longer, now we got the reason. Why it is thicker one? The ground pin is thicker so that even by mistake also it cannot be inserted in these two holes for live and neutral wear. While you are connecting the plug in the socket, by mistake also this live, that ground pin should not get inserted because it is small holes. It has to insert in its own place. Hope I am clear with this. Why it is bigger and why it is thicker? To ensure the safety of the user, children. Clear? Okay. So for today, I think it is too much for you people. Done. So in my next lecture, we'll see the series connection, why our house supplies, which connection series are parallel and why it is so. Then what is the use of this earthing, what is the use of fuse. I'll try to explain all those things in my next lecture. Hope you have understood this lecture, children, and hoping it is helping you. Okay, children? Okay. Please take care, do your studies, but have fun. Very necessary. You have to relax yourself so that you can deal with these hardcore studies. So make sure you are relaxing, you are taking rest, sufficient rest, 8 hours sleep, minimum 6 hours sleep is required so that your mind will work properly, you can apply your brain. Okay? Okay. Take care, children. Thank you for watching. Okay.